Hey there, welcome to the channel. I'm Cindy Daychuck with Queen Bee Creations, and today we are going to be doing a thrift flip. Now this is an unexpected thrift flip because I thrifted something that ended up being damaged by the thrift store. So I thrifted this bottle, which was unremarkable in and of itself, except it had this wonderful cast iron stopper, really heavy, really wide mouth, fits in perfectly. I loved it. But here's the deal. They tend to put stickers on willy-nilly, and the number of times that I've had them put stickers over damage, I can't even begin to count. So it really infuriates me when it's over a chip or a crack or something. And it goes beyond the odds that it is all by happenstance. This glass ends up being flashed glass, which means it is not glass that is colored. The color is baked on, is added afterward. So when you have flashed glass and they put those heavy duty stickers on, you run the risk of sticker damage. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me wrap a napkin around and see if you can see. See the piece that looks like a jigsaw puzzle that's missing? The sticker has pulled the flashed color right off of it, which means as much as I thought I'd be able to just sell this lovely thing, I can't. I can't sell it with that kind of damage. Now, I could try and thrift another bottle that this stopper fits, or I could make a project out of this, and that's what we're gonna do. So what I am starting off by doing is painting it with Cathedral Taupe by Fusion. And my Cathedral Taupe has gone pretty thick, so that's perfect because I wanna add some texture to this. I'm gonna get a coat, maybe a coat or two of that on here, and then we'll kind of reconvene for next steps because we're going to add some color, we're going to add some transfers, but we're definitely going to go Western because hello cactus, right? All right, this is our jug. We have kind of that neutral, just earth tone kind of color on it. This happens to be Cathedral Taupe by Fusion, so it's got a built-in sealer. I want to add in a little bit of kind of Arizona Southwest kind of colors. So I have Terracotta by Alchemy, which is also from the Fusion company. And I also have Azure by Fusion. So both of these have some sealer built in. I'm going to open them both. And I could, for what I'm looking to do, I could create a paint wash, but I just want to show you a different way of going. So I'm going to take my paint and I'm going to kind of dab it, and I need another brush for this color. So my terracotta color. And then I am going to spritz them. I'm just going to give a lot of water. That paint below is already dry. And here, this is kind of a little thick. So we'll loosen that up a little bit. Same thing, I have a bit of a blob there. So you can see I put a plastic bag down underneath for obvious reasons here. And where it's a little bit too heavy, I'm just going to spritz a little closer. And I'm just gonna kind of let this continue to go. Now, I do have a cup of water here, which I should have done the first time, and I am taking, there we go. I'm taking my paintbrush after I put paint on it and dabbing it in so that I can get a little bit more of that paint on and have it run a little bit more, add a little bit more of my paint, of my water, just so that things merge a little bit more. And I'm gonna do the whole thing. So I just want this kind of light wash finish. I don't want it anything too crazy bold. But you just kind of keep going and keep adding as you see fit. And then, of course, we let it all dry. This is the next day. Our project has dried and we are just adding on a top coat because we merged those all-in-one paints with a lot of water. We just need to reseal them. And because we're going to be doing transfers next to this, they love a sealed surface and it's going to make it so much easier to apply. All right, next up, in kind of keeping with this, I have the Desperado transfer. You can see I've had one that I've opened before. I'm opening another one because it's got a lot of cool patterns. One of the things that it's got are these cacti. Now, I'm obviously not using this big guy, but I figure I can use maybe 3 of these. So we're going to cut them out and see how that fits. I'm going to start with the biggest one, and the easiest way to do this, now you could tape it down if you wanted. I'm just going to do the whole length of it first because I can fit the arms of the cactus in around the curve, no problem if that base is already taken care of. Now, because I sealed over this, I shouldn't have any problem with it sticking. And you can see when it starts to kind of rub off and remove from the carrier sheet. And I'm holding it with my thumb at the bottom here to make sure that it doesn't kind of slip or slide or float away. And now I can work on this arm. And then just burnish it in. So I'm gonna get the other ones on. I like that. Okay, perfect. Let me get the other ones on and then we'll go from there. And now that it's on, you can see I did a little bit of a border up there just to kind of tie it in, right? I'm just going to use that same top coat and seal those transfers in and leave it to dry. Now, the last thing, I'm loving this already. This is so cute, way cuter than it was. The only thing that I want to do now is I just want to take a little bit of dark wax, and this is just a little, and I just want to age it a little bit in spots. There's a little bit of texture on my bowl, on my vase, and it's gonna highlight a little bit. I'm not doing anything major or drastic. You can see that I'm not putting lots on, and I'm just lightly wiping it back just to soften. It's more a dabbing, just to kind of soften the look so that it's not, oh, that was a big dip. That was a lot on there. But just to add a little bit of texture and a little bit of aging And I'm just kind of softening it while it's still wet. This will dry and it will harden on there, but just to create a little bit of shadowing and a little softness and just another little kind of textural element to play off with some of the colors that we added in there. And just kind of making a little bit more looking like it was from the earth, right? It's subtle, but it's there, and it makes me happy. I went to edit this video and realized I never actually showed the finished product, and now's the chance to do that. So here's our finished bottle. I love that little bit of aging on it. I just think that it adds a little bit of interest. It kind of fits a little bit with this because it's kind of distressed. But I mean, let's face it, this stopper is everything. And I was quite distressed when I pulled off the tag off of this, but I'm kind of pleased that it pulled the finish off. I think this is a lot more fun look and fun finish, but you know, it definitely saved me from trying to find another bottle this is going to fit perfectly in. Just, you know what, sometimes stuff happens, right? That you get something that ends up being damaged. It does not mean that there isn't life in it after that. So, you know, nothing that a little paint won't hide or fix. Let me know what you think of this one, guys. Let me know if you're as in love with this cast iron stopper as I am. And looking forward to seeing you on the next one. An unexpected project, but a real life one. See you soon. Take care.